and and then the last story, which I was like shocked, but like the more I really broke it down, I'm not really as surprised. So, we talked about the Pro Wrestling Illustrated's men's top 500. The women's top 250 just came out this week. The number one person is AEW's former women's champion. She just lost it like a month or two ago. Toni Storm, who was in WWE. She was in NXT. She was an NXT champion. She was a UK champion, women's champion. Um, she definitely did her thing this year. She was champion almost all year, mad dominant. She was doing some crazy shit with her character and shit, but man, they do seem weird when WWE is like at its peak in terms of the way they delivering the stories and shit. For them not to have like if Rhea not number one again, I know she was number one last year, but if she's not number one again, who fucking number one then? And shout out to Tony Storm, she earned the shit, but like
You said she top five. Tony Storm is
yeah,
top five, opposed to number
she
one.
definitely top five. And She could even
Okay.
she could even be number one, but yeah. And what's crazy is WWE kind of squeaks two people into the top five, like barely.
Which is
So number one was Tony Storm. Number two was Jordan Grace, who like maybe you want to count her as WWE as well. She was in the Royal Rumble. She wrestled Roxanne Perez. She had NXT people come to TNA and wrestle her. She's the Knockouts champion in TNA. The
she
extra
can't. No,
bout.
let's leave it.
She
She's
nice.
TNA. She's
Yeah,
nice. We're gonna leave her as
yeah.
TNA.
Rhea Ripley was number three.
Mhm.
Uh, uh, Mayaka from Stardom was number four, so she's in Japan. And then number five is Stephanie Vaquer, who I mentioned like probably like our second episode, who had just signed with NXT. She had a really good match with Mercedes Moné, dropped the New Japan title to Mercedes. Her and Julia are about to wrestle Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez in NXT because Julia was about to beat Roxanne Perez for the belt, and then they jumped her, and then Stephanie Vaquer came out and helped her. So, and that just tells you like the kind of talent that NXT has that they sign essentially a top five wrestler to come join their company. So,
Yeah.
and WWE doesn't have a lot in the top 20. Like, no Bianca. Trey and I was talking about that before we started the pod. Bianca's not in the top 20. WWE's
Okay.
people in the top 20 outside of Stephanie Vaquer and Rhea are Bailey at 7, then Liv Morgan at 12. Oh, Roxanne Perez at 11. Io Sky at 13. Becky Lynch was 17. And then
Becky,
Lyra Valkyrie at 20.
I ain't saying shit. I'm gonna be the negative Nancy of this episode. I ain't saying that. Like
Look,
the
there's a
only thing.
couple of people I think that's nice though, that's on here that like deserve to be on here. Right? Like Willow, she's a black wrestler in AEW. She's a little heavier, real talented. She's like the Kevin Owens of like women's wrestling, where she
Okay.
like heavy, but she could do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
She nice. Um, trying to think who else I would probably push for. I would say also Athena, who used to be in WWE. She was like Ember Moon, if y'all remember her from like a few years
Yeah.
ago.
Hmm.
She's the ROH champion. I mean, but AEW ain't doing shit with ROH, so like she just kind of wasting away. But like she dope. Be great
Hmm.
if she came back to WWE, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
outside of that, it's a lot of people from Japan. It's a lot of people from AEW.
I mean, the only thing that bothered me was the Becky Lynch number. It's like she's barely hair.
No,
Okay.
no, you gotta think about it. Becky Lynch was a major player in the championship storyline with Rhea Ripley. majority of the year, and then Rhea gets injured, all that. She comes back, wins the belt during this year, and then she leaves. So
So she deserved to be top 20 because of that over Bianca.
what Bianca did this year, besides
Babysit
the
Jay,
yeah, Bianca ain't do shit this year, bro.
and
She
That's
that's
won them.
fine.
She won them tag team shits, but that ain't really mean nothing.
Okay. So you have her. So you're cool with Becky Lynch being 17.
She won the belt this year.
I'm not.
She
I'm
won the
not
belt
cool.
this
I
year.
mean, okay. Uh,
I'm not cool with
That's
Becky Lynch being 17 if Bianca's not
I
about
also would
that.
say
I
she
get
had
it.
a. I would say she also had like if we talking about who had the best match this year of the two of them, her match with Rhea is better than any match Bianca had this year.
I don't know
it's
if I can
still
argue
one
that.
match.
I'm just, but that's what I'm saying. Bianca's the output is so low this year because of the Jade shit.
Forget Bianca. I just don't see her being at 17 at this point. Like I can't justify her being at 17 because of one match. Like I can't see it. Like that's all I'm saying. If we remove
Mm.
Bianca from this picture, forget
Mm.
Bianca. Her at 17 is wow compared to anybody else you can put there.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair to say. Um,
See, I got me
again,
started. I was trying to chill.
I ain't gonna hold you, but I will argue that she had better year than Liv. Liv ain't really do. Liv ain't do shit. Liv been
Sometimes
riding
stuff
on
like
Dom nutsack all year. Like Dom the
that's a
most
fact.
that motherfucker talented, bro. He
Yeah.
talented. We don't
like
even care about her if it ain't for Dom and Rhea.
I mean I'm Liv being she's still kind of high on the list, but I'm kind of cool with it. She was more active than Becky. She is in probably one
The
of the better
second half of the
storylines.
year. Remember, she didn't pop up until after WrestleMania.
Still in one of the better storylines. Had matches with Rhea. She's screwing over people. She's bringing back the dynamic of her and her hubby doing what they got to do to win, which we didn't see for a long time since maybe what the ruthless aggression era and shit like that.
Mm.
Like I'm cool. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Still
I
kind
ain't
of
gonna
high, but
hold
I'm
you.
okay with it.
I think Live that high is crazy, especially given that like I can't compare. Like if we talking about Becky and Liv, man, she ain't have no match like that match that Rhea and Becky had, and she done had like 4 matches with Rhea this year.
This dude is a Becky supporter, son.
No, it's not even that.
like, oh, yeah, we get it, nigga. Go ahead, nigga.
Wow.
like,
I ain't say nothing about where EO at or Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez deserves to be higher than both of them, all three of them,
okay,
I agree. I agree.
all
okay.
three of them. Like that. That to me is not debatable. Roxanne Perez did her shit this year. She should be in the main roster, respectfully. But clearly, Shawn
I mean,
Michaels got a
it's a matter of
he got a
time.
reason.
It's a matter of time. Nah, he got other people he could put in Roxanne's place.
Yeah,
She
like
needs to move up.
Lash.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna talk about that too. We're gonna definitely talk
Lash is
about that.
fire. Lash
We're
is
gonna talk
fire.
about that.
She
Yeah,
doing her thing. I see
both of
you,
them.
Trick.
Who's who said Triple H don't be booking them black people?
I
Fuck
see
out
you,
of here.
Trick.
He be
I'm
whooping that
saying.
trick.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
But that
like it.
concludes the news. That
All right,
concludes the
bet.
news.